Joined by head coach Bryan Fetzer. Coach, having competed in 2 weeks, it's a busy time, not just preparing for the postseason, the ACC and the NCAA meets coming up here in a few weeks, but also we're in the midst of finals. How do you juggle your team, not only getting them ready to compete at the highest level at the end of the season, but also to make sure they get through the academic rigors of a place like UVA?
Well, the biggest thing is you try to tell them is relax and make sure they eat food and sleep, because a lot of them will try to study. I mean, the academic rigors here are difficult, but it's one of those things. They handle it well. Our coaching staff and our athletic trainers and just our support staff does a great job of kind of giving them some options. We don't practice on a normal time schedule. We kind of practice when they can practice, throughout the exams. And it's worked well. It worked well last year. It's worked well the year before. We've kind of stick to the same routine. The student athletes get familiar with it. The interesting thing is sometimes some of them have a final the first day of finals, and then they don't have a final to the last day of finals, which is a little odd. But you make things work, and we're not. It's not abnormal here. From any other school in the country, everybody has to go through the same kind of situation where you have to deal with finals and then also competing. So it's working, and we'll definitely be, and I know they're definitely excited to be able to get on a plane here in a couple days to go to Tallahassee once finals are done.
Well, before you have the ACC meet, you have one final regular season meet, final home meet of the season, the Virginia Grand Prix on Friday night at Lanigan Field. What are you looking to see from that event, and what can fans expect to see that come out for the meet?
Well, one of the biggest thing of the meet is to recognize our student athletes that are not going to be with us after this year. Our fourth and fifth years that are graduating, to recognize them and honor them for their accomplishments and what they've done for our program. The other thing is, we want to get it's a tune-up more than anything else. Athletes we're getting done with finals. We want to get back into the competitive mode. Finals are done with. Let's go compete. It's a pretty small meet from a standpoint. It's going to take about 2 hours and 15 minutes from start to finish. So if you want to come out, beautiful Friday night, we're playing baseball. Baseball starts up at 8. So I mean, it'll be a fun event. We always try to put on the best show we can. You're going to see some athletes doing some events that they might not normally do. Trying to get some kinks out. Some of our decathletes are doing some of their technical events. We're going to have some fun. There's actually a couple, Olympians and World Championship performers that are going to be competing in the meet as well, in addition to ours. So we're excited about it, and it's always fun to compete at Lanigan.